Have you ever felt like you were the dumbest person in the room? Your team's work and ideas are flawless. They just don't need you. Some days I feel like I need a cheat sheet just to keep up with my team. And at first, it was intimidating and demoralizing until I figured out I'm right where I should be. I should be the dumbest person in the room and making everybody else around me shine. Here's your survival guide on how to manage your geniuses. Your mindset is the number one key for successfully leading your team of geniuses. What can happen really fast when we're leading a team that's just providing us results after results and completing tasks after task without almost any need for our input is that our imposter syndrome starts kicking into overtime. We don't feel valuable. We feel like we have nothing to offer and that our team can just work without us and we can be gone tomorrow and nothing would change. Well, that's the exact wrong thing to think about. Just think about this. You came into this position in one or two cases. So the first one is that you were promoted into this position. So somebody else thought that you're going to be successful in leading this team. You have the people skills, you have the leadership skills to make sure that your team is going to be successful. And the second one is that you've built your team from ground up. So congratulations. You've hired a team of geniuses that can work for you and with you so that you all can be successful. And in addition, just think about this. If you're leading a team of geniuses, they have several other offers that they can entertain and they can just leave, but they're not leaving you. And the reason is, it's because of you. You're providing them this value. You're providing them with the latitude so that they can do whatever they want. And if you don't know, 80% of people actually leave their jobs because of their managers, not because they don't like their jobs. So you're definitely doing something right. So just keep it up. What your team of geniuses need the most is that you give them autonomy to complete their tasks and projects however they see fit. What you need to provide them is that you set them clear goals, clear expectations, and clear deadlines on when do they need to complete those tasks and projects. So during these one-on-ones, cover what their goals, expectations, and the deadlines are, and then let them work their magic. Throughout the week, just be there and ask them if they need any help, any resources that you can provide them. Other than that, just leave them alone unless they have any questions or any issues that they cannot handle themselves. Another great thing that you can also do is that you align the projects and tasks that your team has with what the purpose of the company is and what the company's goals are. Because your team of geniuses, they will want to know that they're actually doing something relevant. So two challenges pop up here quite often. So the first one is that you're not comfortable in giving them feedback because they're smarter than you. And the second one is that you're also not comfortable in giving them directions for their tasks if you see that the way they're conducting and the way they're tackling those tasks are not to your liking and not up to your standards. So what you need to understand here is that you're still their leader, you're still their manager. You were picked into this position for a reason. And you have a broader view of what needs to be done. And in the end, they're still your team. So you can still give them feedback. You can still give them valuable feedback, and you can still give them valuable information on how to conduct those tasks and those projects. So with tackling these two challenges, we come back to our mindset because we think that we cannot provide our teams with value, but we can. And if we're going into this conversation constructively with valid points that we can explain it to our team members, they're going to accept it because they also know that they have their limitations. They don't know everything, and that you're still their leader and you still know more what you as a team needs to achieve and what the company as a whole needs to achieve. So if you're interested in how to give proper feedback to anybody, you can actually check out this video that I filmed over here that goes way more into detail. Step 2 smoothly transitions into step 3, where you embrace your role as a facilitator. You're there to guide, prioritize, and remove roadblocks from your team members. If any of your team members has an obstacle or issue or challenge, you're there to resolve it as efficiently and as quickly as possible. And then you make sure that your team has all of the resources that they need to complete their tasks as efficiently and effectively as possible. So think of yourself as a conductor in an orchestra. The conductor doesn't need to know all of the instruments or how to play all of the instruments. They don't know how to play the violin, the trombone, or the drums. No, they facilitate and make sure that the music flows the way it should. And this is the way you also should be seeing yourself. You're the facilitator, and everybody else around you is a specific person in the orchestra conducting their music so that we can hear the opera or the ballet perform perfectly. This is my unapologetic one-on-one offer. If you'd like to work with me, there's a link in the description below. Ask questions and listen. Your team of geniuses have amazing ideas and have amazing answers to any of the issues and challenges that you're facing. So ask them great questions and they're gonna be shining with their answers. And then listen to them actively. Listen what they have to say and ask them follow-up questions. And when you're doing this, ideas and just answers and solutions are just gonna emerge almost seemingly out of nowhere. And because these are the geniuses, they also love talking and they also love giving their solutions to everybody else. And sooner or later, when you're in a team like this, it's just gonna be such an amazing thing when there's gonna be so much discussion, so much ideas, that what's actually gonna happen is that you're gonna have to be making decisions on which idea to actually take and which ideas to postpone, because there's gonna be so many. And you're gonna be able to see that your team is gonna be lighting up. And this is what you need to embrace, because you don't have all of the answers. Your team does. Be vulnerable. You're already leading a team of geniuses, so it's perfectly okay that you don't know all of the answers. You can ask your team members, hey, what do you think about this? Or I don't understand, can you explain it to me more? Even when you're in a team meeting and everybody else knows what's going on, or if they understand the solution, if you don't know, ask them. There's nothing against it. You're still their leader. They're gonna still respect you for it, because you're okay to showing your weaknesses, that you don't understand something, because you also have your strengths, and use your strengths and then cover your weaknesses with the team of geniuses around you. So be vulnerable and amazing things are gonna start happening with your team. So celebrate your team's wins and successes. Now, this one is a little bit more delicate because not all teams are created equal here. Some teams will love celebrations and actually showing off their wins and their successes. But some teams are actually going to be more comfortable in just getting internal praise or just getting individual praise during your one-on-ones and stuff. And you as a leader need to figure out which one applies to your team. And that's one of the things for you as a leader that you need to figure out. And there are pretty much no good steps on how to do this. It's just you need to use your instincts and your knowledge as a leader and your knowledge in people skills. So this one's on you. Leading a team of geniuses can be amazing or an outright horror show. Personally, I love leading a team of geniuses because they can teach me so much and we can achieve so much together. And this is the reason why I put out this video and this 6-step survival guide, so that you can do the exact same thing as I am and enjoy leading them and not fear that you're not capable or that you don't provide any value. And if you're curious about more leadership topics, I think you're gonna like this next video.